Phrasal verbs. To continue to do something is a meaning, and the phrasal is no, no. Keep up is a phrasal transitive and separable, and my example is technology moves too fast these days for me to keep up. And the second is clothing wear to organize is the meaning, and the phrasal is there's a noun, similar, get over, no, is put on, is a phrasal transitive and separable, and my example is you can put your clothes on. Next is take off. It's a phrasal intransitive, and its meaning is no, is to leave the ground and begin to fly. And my example is my plane is ready to take off at any time. And the next is take back. Take back is a phrasal, is transitive and separable, and its meaning is yes, to return, to recover, to remind, to transport. And my example is I just need to take back control of my life. Next is to recover from something is a meaning, and it is get over, and is a phrasal transitive and not separable, and my example is I could not get over her fear of the dark. And next is dress up, is a phrasal transitive and separable, and its meaning is no, yes, wear special clothes. Wear special clothes. And my example is when I was a child I used to dress up for my party. And next is to leave, to stop working, to sound, start ringing is meaning, and the phrasal is no, is go off, is a phrasal intransitive, and my example is my alarm clock went off too early this morning. And next is look after, and is a verb transit, is a phrasal transitive and not separable, and its meaning is to take care of, be in charge of someone, is this meaning. And my example is Jenny looks after my dog when I travel. And next is To destroy something by fire. It's a meaning. And the phrasal is burn down. It's a phrasal intransitive. And my example is the old church was burned down. Next is light up. Is a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is figurative written. And my example is we use candles to light up the room. And next is to make feel depressed, lower your body to avoid being high. Is the meaning, and the phrasal is get down to. Is the phrasal transitive and not separable, and my example is whenever I get down to Puebla, I have such wonderful time there. And next, take two is a phrasal transitive and not separable, and its meaning is to start doing something often. And my example is recently my sister has taken to wearing dress. And next, is carry on. Is a phrasal intransitive, and its meaning is to continue doing something. And my example is my sister moved to Hidalgo to carry on her work. And next is take up. Is a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is to fill or occupy a space of or time, and to begin a new pastime or hobby. And my example is I have taken up yoga. And next is stay on. Is a phrasal intransitive, and its meaning is to continue to be in a place. And my example is we are staying my example is we are staying on in the school to ending our project. And next is to participate or involve is a meaning, and the phrasal is The phrase starting on is joining and is a phrasal intransitive. And my example is she started to sing and I joining. And next is awake with excitement long for is a meaning, and the phrasal is look forward to is a phrasal transitive not separable. And my example is we are really looking forward to seeing you. And next is clear up is it's a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is no. Make a place steady. And my example is I clear up my room. And next is to be similar to an older member of your family is a meaning, and the phrasal is take after is a phrasal transitive not separable. And my example is my mom say that I take after my dad. And next is to use something a lot that it no longer works is a meaning, and the phrasal is the phrasal is wear out is a phrasal intransitive. And my example is my boots are beginning to wear out. And next is look up and is a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is to consult reference. And my example is I'm going to look up some restaurant in that area And next is look up is a phrasal transitive separable, and the meaning is to consult reference. And my example is I'm going to look up some restaurants in that area. And next is come up with is a phrasal transitive not separable, and the meaning is deliver, produce. And my example is I find it difficult to come up with good ideas. And next is wake up is phrasal intransitive, and its meaning is to cause someone to stop sleeping. And And my example is I'll wake you up an hour before we need to leave. And next is make something completely full is many, and the phrasal is no is filled up, is a phrasal transitive separable, and my example is I filled up the petrol tank. And next is turn down, is a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is refuse, do not accept reduced volume. And my example is please turn down the volume, I'm working. And next is take over, is a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is acquire, take control of, replace. And my example is the leader of my group left, so I decide to take over. And next is go on, is a phrasal intransitive, and the phrasal and its meaning is to happen. And my example is Burton smiled and went on with his work. And next is try on, is a phrasal transitive separable, and its meaning is to put on a cloth to know if it fits you. And my example is he tried on 100 pairs of shoes and didn't buy anything. Stay in, and its meaning is to stay in your home. And my example is I feel blue to hang out, so I stay in. And finish.